It was an event that lived up to the name, an epic encounter in Wolverhampton as Revolution Pro Wrestling came from the hangar for the very first time. 3 championship matches, a pair of international dream matches, and much, much more besides, making a memorable evening. The night started with a 3-on-3 match as the best team in the world, the winners of the Trios Grand Prix, CPF, took on Chris Ridgway, Cameron Kai, and Leon Cage. It was clear from the start that Chris Ridgway had no interest in being a good teammate, taking matters into his own hands, attacking his own partners, and in the end, CPF able to take full advantage, the double foot stomp into the FIJ as CPF won again. And after the match, Ridgway with an assault on his own tag team partner, Leon Cage. Mercedes Blaze was after revenge as she took on Millie McKenzie, the woman who turned down the Cutthroat Collective in the most dramatic of fashions just before Christmas. Blaze deciding that she was the one who was going to get vengeance, and indeed she did, albeit in controversial circumstances. Blaze secreting a wrench inside her ring jacket. Then when the referee confiscated that, striking McKenzie with the jacket itself. McKenzie struck by one of the spikes on Blaze's jacket and then succumbing to the 1-2-3. By the time they met in Wolverhampton, things had got deeply personal between two men who have declared their intentions when it comes to the British Heavyweight Championship this year. Ricky Knight Jr. going one-on-one with JJ Gale. And although RKJ was able to pick up the win after a hellacious back and forth, that wasn't the end of the story. Knight continued to attack his opponent after the bell. Cameron Kai trying to come to the rescue of Gale, just as Gale did for him a week previously. But when Kai got taken out as well, Leighton Buzzard leaving his position at commentary on crutches to come and try and help out. RKJ being completely devoid of morals, attacking what he thought was an injured man, but it turned out it was all a ruse on the part of Leighton Buzzard. Buzzard kipping up, assaulting RKJ and announcing his return. El Capitan is back and he is ready to fight. The first of 3 championship matches at Epic Encounter saw Connor Mills and Jay Joshua defend the undisputed British tag team titles against the Young Guns, Luke Jacobs and Ethan Allen, a rivalry that has boiled over on more than one occasion in recent weeks. And there was a lot of anticipation around this match, but boy, did it deliver. A classic tag team match, hard-hitting from the get-go. In the end, the Young Guns securing the win to claim the undisputed British tag team titles. So who will be next to challenge for the gold? The championship matches kept on coming as the undisputed British Cruiserweight title was on the line. Will Caven, who's just passed the 200-day mark as champion, defending against Robbie X and Stephen Wolf. These 3 men have exchanged victories and losses in the past few weeks, proving how evenly matched they are. But in the end, it was an act of opportunism from Caven as he was able to quickly claim a pin over Stephen Wolf to hold on to the Cruiserweight title. Coming into the hangar on Sunday evening, Kanji was the most informed competitor in Revolution Pro Wrestling. Could she continue it against a world-class opponent in AEW's Deonna Purrazzo? The answer in the end turned out to be yes. 2 stunning technicians taking it to each other. Kanji eventually securing the victory via tap-out. And after that, some earth-shattering news as Mercedes Moné announced that she would like to face Kanji when Moné makes her UK independent wrestling debut at High Stakes on April 20th. It's going to be Kanji versus Moné in the Doncaster Dome.
Yes! Kanji!
Up next came another dream match as El freestyler Zosiah returned to RevPro for the first time since his 60-minute Iron Man match victory over Leon Slater at Uprising in December to face one of Mexico's most famous luchadors, Hechicero, who himself was making a return to RevPro. The 22-year-old Zosiah kept up his winning streak here in RevPro with a victory that he will long remember. What is next for Zosiah here in Revolution Pro Wrestling? And then finally, the undisputed British Heavyweight Championship was decided as the boss of the plains, one called Manders, challenged the master of the half crab, Michael Oku. Oku now in his second reign as champion, but it was a reign that was almost cut short despite his efforts to focus on the right arm of Manders, trying to prevent Manders from hitting his trademark lariat. Despite those efforts, Manders hit the lariat numerous times before Oku was able to trap the arm of Manders, convert it into a version of the half crab, force the tap out, and hold on to the title. And then with Manders checked off his list, Oku announced who he would like to face next.
Who's next? Leon Slater.
If you haven't seen Epic Encounter, make sure you go and watch it now on RevPro On Demand. In the meantime, thank you for joining us. I've been Dave Bradshaw, and this has been the RevPro Recap.